Rattlesnake Video.
The Sky Gamblers Champions League. It is where the top aces in the game compete. You can find the Sky Gamblers Champions League at the Sky Gamblers Champions Hall on Facebook, so please stop by and check us out and meet some of the top aces. Okay guys, we're going to take a look at Steam, going into the game through Steam, and I am going to give you a tutorial on Crazy Guns today. Alright, what we have here basically is you come into the game, and I was just fooling around in the community, but typically when you come in, and this is a little confusing at first until you get used to it, but your game is in your library. So you're going to come in here and you're going to go play, and it's going to take you straight into the game. It's also going to kind of give you some ideas as to who's in the game and what your most recent achievements are. Plus it links to the community over here in various different ways, as you can see. You can go straight to the hub, which is probably going to be your most common stop off, and you know, just whatever you want to do there. But anyway, let's get back up here, and I want to show you something kind of cool about the community part, or actually your friends. Let's go to friends. See, we can see that there's a few in line, and let's go see what Sandjack's up to. And we can actually join the game or just watch the game. I will, however, add here that both of these features do seem to be in beta and are glitchy at the moment. The buttons have literally shown up within the last day or two, and I would imagine that given some time, they're probably going to start working as well as everything else does around here. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and move on into Crazy Guns and get started with that. Now, Crazy Guns is a concept and a technique. It's probably the most controversial technique used in Sky Gamblers, because there is a lot of people that don't seem to think that it does any good, and then there's the other side that seems to think that it does quite good. So I'm going to explain to you what I know about it, and we'll just kind of take it from there. Now, it's also, without a doubt, the most difficult technique to do properly. And really what it comes down to is you're unlinking your weapons and you're firing them individually. Now this is where it gets difficult. And the concept can either go good for you or it can go bad for you. What you need to do is listen for a specific sound that your guns make. I call it going hyper. If your guns don't sound hyper, they're shooting slow. And if they sound slow, they're shooting slow. If they sound hyper, they're shooting hyper. It's really as simple as that. So you have to pay attention to what they sound like. And I'm going to give you some examples of both, and we're going to go ahead and start right here with examples of what you don't want them to sound like. Okay, now you know what you don't want them to sound like. Now here's the clip to show you what you do want them to sound like. Now I'm going to close this video off with some live action clips of me employing this technique. Keep in mind, however, I am also employing two other techniques in these clips as well, and those would be turbo guns and gun tapping. If you're not familiar with those techniques, you need to stop here, back up, and go watch my videos on those, because without those, this will mean nothing to you and it'll get you nothing but killed. With all that said, yes, I'm using 3 fingers to fire with, and yes, this technique can be used on anything that you're playing on. However, it is easier to do with a flight stick. Also take note in these closing clips that the guns don't always give me what I want. That is exactly why I have to keep tapping them to get what I want. Good luck. Happy practicing.